So a lot of people think e-commerce in Nigeria actually started in 2012. And the reason why most people think this is because this is when Jumia and Konga entered the scene or began business operations in Nigeria. But the truth of the matter is, if you're an OG in the e-commerce space like me, you will know a particular platform that starts with the Naira sign. And that platform is called, did you guess it? Nairaland. Okay? So Nairaland, they call themselves an internet forum, and they started about 2005. Personally, I call them Nigeria's Reddit. Okay? And back in the day, what people used to do is they would list out products and services that they had on offer as job listings and put their phone number underneath. Okay? So if you're interested in that, you give them a ring, you negotiate your pricing, and then they will have it delivered to you. That actually means that e-commerce started in 2005. Now, Damini's e-commerce online business journey started in 2010. All right. I started with 3 different businesses. I started with an event ticketing business, story for another day. I started a shirt printing business. Well, shirts and caps printing business. Actually, shirts, caps, jackets. I did a lot of things. I just started a clothes printing business. Let's just summarize it that way. And I used to sell gadgets and electronics. So things like smartphones, game consoles, Discman. And I used to do all of this on my BlackBerry Curve 2. All right. Do you guys know BlackBerry Curve 2? Do you even know BlackBerry? You youngins. But yeah, I'm sure I have some OGs that watch me as well. Somebody came to my DM recently on Instagram, and one thing he said was, which one is better for me? Should I start e-commerce or should I start drop shipping? And alarm bells started to ring in my head, because what do you mean, should you start e-commerce? Should you start drop shipping? Drop shipping is under e-commerce. Drop shipping is a business model under e-commerce. So what are you on about? And I was like, oh, people just say so many different things. I'm a bit confused. I don't know what it is. La 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 la. I hope he's watching this video. But yeah, that's what this video is basically about. What is e-commerce? E-commerce is simply the buying and selling of things online. All right? That's it. Buying and selling of products or services online. C'est fini. Now, there are typically 5 types of e-commerce. All right? The first one is called product arbitrage. So product arbitrage is basically you buying something for a lower price and selling it for a higher price. Now, some of these things you can buy it for a lower price on an online market, aka GG. And you can sell it on your own platform, which could be WhatsApp, which could be Instagram, which could be your own website or e-commerce store. For a higher price, it's up to you. But that's just basically product arbitrage. Now, the major difference between product arbitrage and dropshipping, because some people think they're the same thing, but they're not. With product arbitrage, you are in charge of the delivery process. So you are the one that will go and look for that product from that customer and have it delivered from that vendor or manufacturer or supplier, and have it delivered to your customer. So the vendor, the supplier, the manufacturer, whoever you're working with, they don't send. You agree with them a certain price, you pay them that price. However it is you deliver the product, that's your business. The problem with product arbitrage businesses is returns. Sometimes the customer that you are sending this thing to will say that this is not what I thought you would send me, and you can't hold their money to ransom, right? If you're a serious business, I'm sure you have certain refunds and return policies in place that is kind of binded by law. So that's the major problem with product arbitrage businesses. That refunds, it gets a bit messy. So depending on what you are selling or the industry or niche you want to enter, pay close attention to that. And one thing I don't like this, but I can't blame them. When a business owner, especially this your vendor, manufacturer, or supplier, when they find out what you are doing, they will go and look for more people to start doing it, so that the stock that they have will move quickly. All right? Like I said, I've done this thing before. I know the good and the bad and the very ugly. So just have it in mind. Majority of people that start e-commerce, they usually start with this business model, the product arbitrage model. Now, when you take it up a notch, you then start with white labeling. So white labeling is a fancy word for branding an already existing products. They just call it white labeling. It's interesting. But yeah, basically those products that you've gotten, that you started to sell with product arbitrage. Let's say you are selling, power banks, for example. So one power bank costs you 20,000 naira. You now struck a deal with the manufacturer, vendor, or supplier. You told him that, you know what, big man, let me buy 1,000 pieces from you. How much will you give me? You say, okay. Instead of giving you that 1,000 pieces for 20,000 naira, I'll give you that 1,000 pieces for 10,000 naira or 12,000 naira. You now say, okay, fine, thank you so much. You take those 1,000 pieces, and then you go and meet a printer. The printer now puts your name on it. So Damini's power bank is now the name of that power bank. So that power bank has now been white labeled. All right. Now, when I sell it, I can sell it for the same, maybe 20 or 25K that I was typically selling the same product before. That's up to you. But now, because it's white labeled, I can actually sell it higher. I can sell it for 35,000. I can sell it for 40,000 because now it is a branded product. Once it becomes a branded product, you are now in control to manipulate how your brand should look. Do you want your brand to look luxurious? Do you want it to look like an everyday item? Whatever junction you go or whatever road you take is up to you. If you are going for the more luxurious branded look and feel, you can sell your products higher. Now, the issue here is it will require more upfront costs. It requires more risk. All right? You can stock up with a power bank, and then that's the particular day where everybody's like, you know what? There's no flight to my house. I don't need power bank again. And now you're stuck with the product. But that's typically your major issue. And then you're only selling that one product. You don't have a diversified product catalog. I use big English. I didn't want to be using big English. But you don't have a lot of different products that sell in your store. You only have those 1,000 power banks. Okay? That might be an issue because when you want to increase, there's something called an average order value. When you want to increase your customer's average order value, typically the best way to do that is to get them to buy multiple products across different categories. The issue with white labeling is you might be stuck to only selling a particular type of product because that's the only sort of investment or capital you have. You could only afford to buy power banks. But, you could have bought, earbuds. You could have bought phone case. You could have bought whatever, some key holders. You could have bought anything. But here's the trick. You can combine product arbitrage and white labeling to work for your business. That's what a lot of people do. They combine multiple business models. All right. Now, if you don't want to combine product arbitrage or white labeling, you can just import. Okay, and you don't have to do this on a big scale. So the third business model is actually mini importation. Now, mini importation is when I actually started to feel like a serious business. I started to look at myself and I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to pursue Jeff Bezos now. Is Jeff Bezos mad? I'm just joking, in case anybody, maybe the FBI, anybody's hearing me say this. But yeah, that's pretty much it, right? With mini importation, you are able to buy multiple items from, the place now, from China for a very good price. I don't like the word cheap. For a very good price, add your markup and resell. Now, the reason why they call it mini importation is because you don't do these things in a large scale or a bulk scale or a large quantity. You do it in minimum orders, MOQ, minimum order quantities. That's how you work with this. All right. Let me tell you how I started with, first of all, I got a training. So I started with Training Korea. I took her training. I understood everything that was happening. I understood how to join like a particular group and do a first shipment, all those kind of things. Everything went perfectly fine. If you want to start mini importation, go and check her out. She also offers trainings. Take the training so you can learn. Okay? Don't be that person that says, "Oh, why am I paying for learning?" Don't be that person. Pay the money. It's not much. Pay it. That time I paid 5K or so. Pay the money. Learn about mini importation and then take it from there. There's another one, and this is the one I actually worked with to do my first 2 orders or so. We were in a group, so we all joined, picked something, and then everybody got what they wanted shipped into the country. And then after that, I just did it myself because I now knew what I was doing. So I can actually show you a video. I can do a video of how I did my own importation, but again, it'll be small money. If you I'm making it sound like it's a big deal, but it's not. It's not small money. All right. I'm not going to give you a range because it's a waste of your time. If I give you a range, that's what you would keep in your mind. But yeah, the second lady is called make I not go spoil her name. Ifera Wardrobe or something like that. She focuses on fashion, hair, shoes, stuff like that. You know, a lot of women's stuff. So I did that training. I did her training, and I also got a shipment with her. But I only did it once, and after was it once or twice? I can't remember. I know at the third time I went to work with Training Korea, but I was like, you know what, let me just test this thing myself. And it worked. And I was like, oh, I don't need anybody. But yeah, I'm just giving this shout out so that this is what I did. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible to let you know this is what I did. This is the result I got. Okay? The good thing about mini importation is when you start this business, you can start it with, you can have diversified portfolio or different categories. You don't have to just list one thing. So your major issue with mini importation is the delivery timelines. The delivery timelines they are tricky, you know, and I think it's better now because back then you would wait for like a month to get your stuff, about a month, 3 weeks, 3 to 5 weeks, and then you can decide to pick it up or pay some extra money, have somebody deliver it to you. You know, it's up to you. But now I was looking at one of Training Korea's posts and they do 10 days. And I was like, wow, 10 days. But then I looked at her minimum like order, and I was like, ish. Wow. But yeah, again, in business, for you to make money, you can't be the only person making money. If you think that it's only you that should be making money in business, you are not ready. You're wasting your time. Dropshipping is the easiest. I don't like to use the word easiest because some of you think it's a get rich quick scheme, but it's not. This is not sherry stuff. This is not play. You know, it's not fun and games. It's serious business here. And that's the issue that I have when people talk about dropshipping. They think it's something that it's like a switch. You just turn it on and you're a billionaire tomorrow. Hello, I'm not a billionaire. I've helped people I've done $1 billion. I've done what now? Maybe like 3 billion in online sales. But me personally, I'm not a billionaire. Sure you get. So I say sure you get. I just say you know me like that. Anyways, thank God for YouTube, Sha. At least me and you are getting to know each other. Let me know where you're from, by the way. You guys just drop in the comments. Let me know where you guys are from. Let's become closer. But yeah, I'm digressing again. So yeah, with drop shipping, your major issue, right, is the same thing that you're enjoying. Because you're not in charge of that delivery process, your supplier, vendor, manufacturer, whatever you want to call them, because they're in charge of that, they can deliver nonsense. The way they package it, you know, all those things, you're not in control of it. The major advantage of dropshipping is you can sit back and relax while all the hard work is done by somebody else. All you need to do is work on your ads, work on your customer flow. So with dropshipping, it's advised that people have a website. You have a website or a digital storefront, and I've said this in a particular video where you either have a Paystack storefront or a digital storefront by any of these other, you know, businesses that are here in Nigeria, or you just build one on Shopify. Shopify is a bit expensive, so you might say Ecommerce, but the serious people always use Shopify. So I'll leave you to make that decision, but just know that serious people use Shopify because it makes life easier, and you can scale. That's the good thing with dropshipping. You can scale from an international market from a local market to an international market. You don't have to stay local, right? With dropshipping, you know, you can do it from Nigeria across the world. I've spoken about so many things on this video where I told you guys how I made money from different parts of the world in Nigeria, chilling. But yeah, so that's dropshipping. The major issue I have with dropshipping, like I said, is because you're not in charge of that whole delivery process, it can go a bit crazy. Same thing with product arbitrage. Because you're not the one because you know that whole returns and refunds policy or control is not up to you, it's up to the manufacturer. It's also a bit dicey. But if you're able to manage that in terms of the product you pick, so I tell people that when you want to start dropshipping, whatever product you want to sell, make sure you can touch the product. You have seen the product. You are with the product. Right? I was talking to somebody, I don't know if I should say this because I don't know if this is his own idea, but he wants to drop ship a particular product that works well in the car industry, right? And his focus was a particular region in Nigeria, because in that particular region, there's a lot of problems with cars, and he had a product that would solve those problems. So he wanted to focus on it, right? And I asked him, had he seen the product? He said no, he hadn't seen the product. And I'm like, so how do you know this thing will work? How do you know they're not just trying to scam you or tell you a lie? And he said it's true. So I need to follow up with him, but he's probably bought the product, tested it, created his ads on it, and then making his money by night. That's why he'd never come and meet me again, because he's making money and he doesn't want to pay me. He doesn't want to pay me any consultancy fee. But that's pretty much with dropshipping. With dropshipping, it's an easy model. I have so many videos on my channel about dropshipping that would explain better. I don't want to make this a long dropshipping video. So we've gone through what? 4 business models, right? Let's talk about the last one. The last and final one is product innovation. Now, with product innovation, this is the one that costs the most money. So let me just tell you from the beginning. It costs the most money, but it yields the highest amount of profit. You don't go into product innovation until you know exactly what you are selling, who you are selling it to, and you have budget to market it to those people. You are sure that those people have the money you are looking for, right? With product innovation, basically, you are creating a product. That's, again, product innovation is in the name. You are creating a product, right? You are not going somewhere to see what's selling, buy a generic or unbranded item and then brand it. That's white labeling. Product innovation, you are creating the product. I'll give you an example now. My earbuds are not here. So if I think I've shown this in the previous video. So there's a particular brand called JLabs. They have a unique set of earbuds. The earbuds come with a chargeable case that comes with its own cord. It's something that is not so common, right? Now, JLab is not the first brand or business to do what I'm talking about, but they are the first business to get a few things like patented. So they own it. And that's product innovation. So they sell it online on Amazon. They sell it online across their own e-stores or e-channels and things like that. Okay? And they make money. And the reason they make money is because what they are selling, nobody else can do it. Because if they do it, they will sue them. When it comes to product innovation, the main issue you will find is it's just too expensive. Like there's no other way for me to put this. It's just too goddamn expensive. As a small business, you really don't want to look at product innovation until you are sure of what you're selling, and you're sure of who you are selling it to, and you're sure you can scale it out of your current market. So for example, let's say you are selling hair products, right? You're selling what's the word I'm looking for here? Organic shampoo. Let's say you're selling an organic shampoo, right? You want to make sure there are enough people in your market that want organic shampoo or have the problem that your organic shampoo will solve. If they don't want it, at least they have the problem. So when you tell them that this problem that you have, this is what will solve it, they will then want it, right? That's product innovation. And after that, you need to make sure you can scale it across, because you don't want to sell to just a small market. If you sell to a small market, competitors will join you. Trust me. Once they see you're making money, people will join that market. So you want to make sure you have a product that when the competitors join you, you can then take your success and replicate it in another market, get money from that market, and come and pursue those people that have come to mess things up and compete with you in this current market, right? Again, this whole thing, I'm giving you guys my whole marketing masters breakdown. But yeah, that's pretty much how product innovation works, right? Now on your screen, you are going to see 2 videos, okay? One video talks about the cost of starting your first serious e-commerce business. I explained in the video why I mentioned what a serious e-commerce business is. In the other video, it shows you how to start an e-commerce business. So choose one of these videos. Basically, watch these 2 videos to get you started. And that's pretty much it.